Dezi Freeman and Tyler Robinson, two lone wolves or something more. Welcome back to Midnight Narratives. I'm your small-town Aussie host, here to bring you another story that's got people debating right across the country. Before we get into today's story, I just want to say this. YouTube doesn't always allow certain words in content like this, so I'll be changing up some language. It doesn't change the truth of what happened, but it keeps this story here where people can see it and talk about it. This story is about two men, two very different countries, two very different targets, but eerily similar patterns. One is Dezi Bird Freeman, the Victorian bushman who allegedly opened fire on police officers in Purpunka. The other is Tyler Robinson, the young man who fatally pew-pewed Charlie Kirk during a live debate event at Utah Valley University in the United States. Let's start with Freeman. On the morning of August 26, 2025, police arrived at Freeman's property to execute a warrant. What happened next was chaos. Two officers didn't make it out. A third was injured. Freeman fled into the bush, triggering the largest tactical manhunt in Australian history. But the questions haven't stopped. Freeman was known to authorities. He identified as a sovereign citizen, someone who believes the government has no legal authority over them. He posted anti-government rants online, refused masks and vaccines, and called police terrorist thugs. He'd been arrested before, and his ideology was clear. The system was broken, and he wasn't part of it. Now let's look at Tyler Robinson. On September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk, conservative activist and founder of Turning Point USA, was speaking at a campus event in Utah. While answering a question, a single pew-pew rang out from a rooftop over 100 metres away. Kirk was hit in the neck and didn't survive. Robinson was arrested 2 days later. Authorities say he was radicalised online, filled with rage, and had expressed hatred toward Kirk at a recent gathering. The projectiles recovered were inscribed with anti-fascist slogans and internet memes. Robinson had no prior criminal record, but his ideology had clearly shifted. He saw Kirk not just as a person, but as a symbol. So here's the question. Are Freeman and Robinson the same kind of person? Some say yes, both were radicalised, both acted violently, both rejected mainstream authority. Freeman through sovereign ideology, Robinson through political extremism. Each saw their target as part of a corrupt system. Each believed they were justified. Others say no. Freeman was anti-government, anti-vaccine, and deeply embedded in sovereign citizen beliefs. Robinson was politically motivated, likely left-leaning, and targeted a public figure to make a statement. One was reactive, the other was performative. But here's the twist. Both men operated alone. Both were described as intelligent, quiet, and increasingly isolated, and both crossed a line from belief to action. This comparison has sparked fierce debate. Are we seeing a rise in lone wolves? People who turn ideology into identity, then identity into violence? Or are these isolated incidents shaped by personal trauma and circumstance? The answer may depend on where you stand, but one thing's clear. The line between fringe belief and real-world impact is getting thinner. And stories like these force us to ask how far someone will go when they believe the system is their enemy. Thanks for tuning in to Midnight Narratives. I'm your small-town Aussie host, and if you enjoyed this story, hit that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and make sure you subscribe for more deep dives into Australia's most unsettling cases. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.